This is the Good Folkz Podcast. I am your boy, Ballin' Boy Trey. Today, I got a special guest joining us, Miss Lydia.
Yes.
How you doing, Queen?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
How you feel?
I feel good.
Appreciate you for coming through, sitting down. I know you busy person, taking your time out just to come and do this interview. I really appreciate it.
Okay, great.
So, you can let everyone know who you is, where you from, and where you grew up.
Okay, well, my name is Lydia Rooker, and I'm originally from Chicago, but I grew up here in Alabama on the west side.
Okay, west side of Birmingham.
Yes, the west side of Birmingham.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what was it like growing up in Birmingham?
Well, for me, it was fun because I had a lot of cousins, a lot of friends, and we played outside a lot. So, yeah, it was fun for me, being on the
So,
west side.
so do you have a lot of siblings?
I have one brother and one sister,
Oh,
but I have a lot of cousins.
lot of cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. So your fun came from with your cousins most of the time. Like you was outside with them.
Yeah, a pretty big family. So we played a
Okay,
lot outside. We had a good time. Yeah.
that's good. So did you grow up in a two-parent household or
Um, Not just my mom.
just your mom?
Yeah.
What was that like? Was your mom close?
Yes, very close. Me and my mom were very close. She passed away in 2022.
Oh, sorry to hear that. My mom passed away in 2021.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. But me and my mom were very close. Yeah. So I was originally like born in Chicago, like I said. So I
Okay.
had cousins out there and then cousins here. And we would like interchange during the summer. We would go to Chicago and then they'll come here
Okay.
like that.
So do you go back to Chicago?
Yeah. Well, I visit. I haven't been in a while, but yeah, I do visit.
You like the weather up there?
I prefer the weather in the South.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I got acclimated to the South, to the warm weather.
Man,
So,
it get cold up there. Like I used to drive trucks. I used to be all through the Midwest.
hmm
Well, really all over the country, but I used to be in the Midwest, and the weather there, I didn't think it really get cold there because it's not like North Dakota or Maine, New York, and nothing like that. But it actually get cold there too. Like
yeah.
Ohio, all that stuff, it get actually cold up there. Like right now, it's like breezy in the South right now. I know here,
Already it's like under 50.
yeah,
Yeah.
here, man, up there, I know it's like it probably like 20 degrees lower than where we at right
Right. Exactly. So no, cold weather for me is not my thing. No.
now. Me either. I'm a summer baby anyway.
Yeah. You were born in what? In
Yeah, June.
June.
I'm on
Okay.
June.
I was actually born in December,
Oh, that's
but I
crazy.
still don't like the cold.
Yeah, me either. So let's talk about the Five Little Penguins and the role that you're playing in the Five Little Penguins.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So I did not start, I'm not a charter member. So
Hmm.
I came in the cast like going into a few episodes later.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And oh my God, it's been a wild ride. It is
Really?
awesome. Yes.
So, tell us about your character that you play, Chelsea.
Yes. So I played Chelsea, and that role really challenged me because she is so different from me.
Hmm.
She,
So let's get into the differences and the similarities with you and Chelsea.
okay. So Chelsea is a narcissist. She's a
Mhm.
charmer, con artist.
Many skills.
Yes, many skills. She, by any means necessary, she get what she wants, and if she don't get what she wants, she does away with the person, or
Mm.
she can make a phone call and
Yeah.
she can call Detroit. Yeah, but so yeah, and so the part I play is based on actual facts.
Mhm.
That actually happened in the city of Birmingham. And so we probably won't go into all that, but it's definitely, true to form.
Based off true events
Yes,
that currently okay,
exactly. But
gotcha,
the name has been changed to protect the innocent.
gotcha. So
Yeah.
what are some of the similarities you and Chelsea have in common?
Well, she's a go getter. So she's a hardworking woman. You know what I'm saying? Even though she, gets in and she starts to manipulate the situation once she get in the door. But she comes from a very professional background, a wealthy family, different things like that. But she does a lot of illegal things that are not like me, but the similarities is like her drive will probably remind me of myself as a go-getter, but definitely legal.
Legal. That's the only difference. Okay, gotcha.
That's the only difference.
So what is the challenges with you and Chelsea with playing that character aligns with your personal life?
Well, I would say she's definitely gangster. Kind of puts you in the mind of Mary J. Rowe on Power.
Oh,
yeah,
she's like a Tejada.
That's a good one, Trey. She's like a Tejada, yeah. So, it's fun because I watch that show, and then I watch Five Little Penguins. I love Five Little Penguins, and so the challenge is just to morph into that role and be tough, and get the job done,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. When you first got introduced to that role and you got the script, right? How did you feel after reading the script? Did you feel like this is something I could kill, or it's like this is gonna be a challenge, but I can do it? Like, what was your confidence level?
Well, being an actress, you really get excited when you get to step it up a notch. And I was like, whoa, Devontae, oh my God,
Yeah.
So I called him. I was like, are you serious? He was like, yeah, I know you can do it, And he gave me the confidence that, I could really do it. And being an actress, we live for roles like that when you get to be somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
And because it's always a little bit of that inside you, but you try to kind of, cover it up. And you're like, oh, I get to just let this all out,
So when you first did your role, and how did you know you got the role? What was the audition process like?
Well, I think sometimes I think Devontae, he just, he knows his script and he knows the person that could probably really do that. And so we would do a screen test and to see, come in and to have a co-star, like my co-star, which is Lashana Tripp. We've worked together before on different projects. So coming in to work alongside her, he knew that the chemistry was there.
Gotcha.
So he pretty much just cast it and was like,
oh yeah, I got it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So who are some of the people you have worked with on scene, like on set, with not outside of the Five Little Penguins?
Oh, on different projects?
Yes.
So I did a movie called To Dance with Olivia with Lou Gossett Jr. And that was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina. And so I did a background role, and I was one of the guests at a wedding, his daughter's wedding.
So you played a guest
at the wedding, yeah.
Gotcha.
And so I did that, and I did the movie Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg.
Eddie, you worked with Whoopi Goldberg?
On the movie Eddie, yeah. I did that.
What was that like?
That was fun. That was filmed in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I played, like you sell those pennant flags in the stand, like a vendor.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I did that, and that was fun, just to see the whole process of a movie play out.
So you work with some good people.
I have, yeah.
Whoopi is a OG in the game.
She is.
Sealy. Color
Exactly.
Purple. She's been around a long time.
Right, exactly. So I've done a lot of background work, extras and things like that. Okay. But my acting background is mostly in theater. So I do stage plays. Yes.
So so you start with theater first before you
did
actually
theater
got
first
on the stage to be on screen.
I've been acting since I was 12.
12.
So yeah, I did a Christmas play and I played the part of a little boy. Because they had gave all the other roles out.
Yeah.
Everything was already taken. And they was like, we only, casted for Timmy in the Christmas play. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna audition for Timmy.
So did you get the role of Timmy?
I did.
What was that experience like playing a boy?
It was amazing because I was 12 years old and I was a kid, and I had got bit by the bug of acting because I used to watch The Cosby Show, A Different World, and,
Oh yeah.
just glued to the TV. So I knew that that's what I wanted to do.
So you started acting. You started doing stage plays at 12.
Yes.
So when did you hit the big screen of being on? Like, what was your transition from stage play to getting a first acting role?
Well, it's like you look for your tribe. So you start hanging out with people that are doing commercials, film, television, stage plays. It's like you have a whole network of people doing that. And so I was in the Army, so I was stationed in North Carolina, hooked up with the film and stage and television crew out there,
I bet that's a good way to network around the world with being an army brat because y'all get stationed everywhere.
Yes, exactly. And you just find your tribe. You just kind of look for who's, doing stage plays, poetry, different things like that.
So was it easy developing that tribe and just finding where you fit to kind of move your elevation up to the next level?
Yeah, it's like family effort when you're an artist.
Hmm.
You tend to meet other artists, either like at a club or a concert or a show or things like that. And then your
Okay.
name starts to float around. Yeah, and so when
Mm,
I'm not acting, I'm actually a stage manager. So I do behind the scenes too.
okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this:
Yeah.
behind the scenes versus in front of the camera,
Okay.
which one do you prefer to do more?
Mm, well, let's just say I'm a very skilled stage manager. So I know my stuff when I'm stage managing a production or stuff like that. Um, I love doing that. And then as far as acting, that's my heart. So that's my
So acting your
foundation.
first love.
It's my first love. Yes, I
Gotcha.
love acting. Yeah.
So what were some of the challenges working behind? What's the fun part of working behind the camera? And what are some of the challenges moments working in front of the camera?
Well, the fun part about working behind the camera is that you get to see the production unfold. You actually get to see it come to life. You get to work with the director and or the producer, who's doing it, whether it's film or television or stage. You
Mm,
actually get to stand behind the scenes and see it come to life.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So working from behind the scenes, what were some of the things that stood out the most with doing that when you're working with actors and you're working with beginners that never been in front of the camera before?
Oh, yeah. So that's fun because of my acting experience. I can bring that to the table. And if they want to take a few minutes of coaching to get a scene done, I'm able to do that. I'm able to lend some of my acting experiences to that. Yeah.
Working with different individuals and those that don't have no experience at all, how long does it take, just on average, to get them comfortable with playing a role and getting used to the camera?
Well, most time when a person is interested in acting, they have a natural ability. And
So
you just
it's
have to,
more easier.
it's easier. You just have to tap into that and encourage them and let them know that you got it, you can do it. And then you break down the technique. That comes second. The love of
Gotcha.
it comes first. And if you get somebody that want to act and they show up, you can make an actor out of them.
Have you ever met somebody that wanted to act but missed the opportunity of being present for the role or to audition?
Well, in acting, it's never too late,
Mm,
because I love to tell a story about Esther Rowe on Good Times.
Esther.
Esther, she
Yeah,
played, I don't know if you know
she
Good Times, do it?
the old lady. Uh,
Don't
she
be calling
played
her out.
short hair. She what that favorite line? She had a favorite line. She would say, cause then she play on Fred Sanford. No, not her.
Not her.
Who's the lady you talking about?
So I'm talking about Good Times. I
I know,
don't know
like
if you know Good Times, Trey.
I watch Good Times. I grew up with my grandma. I stayed with my grandma.
So
So
you
I
watch
watched
Good Times, The
Different World,
Jeffersons.
Cosby Show, 227.
Which-
I watched a lot
There
of
you
that
go.
stuff.
So, but basically, she got her first role when she was 50 years old. So that's the story I want to tell.
Oh,
So, and I want to say that it's never too late.
gotcha.
So you don't really miss your opportunity. You just find the perfect role and go for it. You know?
Well, who is the lady? Who like who she playing on Good Time?
The mom,
Oh, Florida.
Florida
Florida
Evans.
Evans.
Yes.
That was her first role?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Well, I think it was either her or the lady from the Jeffersons,
I
the
didn't
wife
know
from the Jeffersons. I think that was her first role.
that. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I did not know that. So like, yeah, finish with the story.
But
You
no,
said-
no, but that was it. That it's just never too late.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No matter
yeah.
your age, and I don't think you missed an opportunity for acting. But when you show up an audition, you're in there. You got to give them something to remember. So they're gonna remember you.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's crazy because there's a lot of people start late and they kill the opportunity of just being able to present their talent still, whether it's early, it's later. It still shows that they have the skill to do that, and I think that's pretty cool because most people be like, "Are you too old to do that?" You leave that to the younger people, but people need we all need like older experiences. You get what I'm saying? Whether
Right.
it's from an actor or just an old person in general that can feed you knowledge. So I feel like when you get those older people that play those roles of moms and aunts that really give you life lessons from those stories, they hit deep. And I think it's
does.
needed. Now it's a little different because we don't really get much of that now in the entertainment world
Right.
because you don't really have shows like the Cosby Show where you have that family origin and that love and impact, and you don't have shows like Different World that give you the educational influence, and it's different. But what are some of your favorite actress?
Actresses.
Yeah,
Well, my favorite actresses. I was just
slash
trying to make sure I
actor.
understood. So, I have a lot of favorite actresses.
What's
I guess.
just one that
I
stand
got to
out?
give one. Oh God.
Give me a male and female.
Okay, Denzel Washington.
Oh God, none
We
of
gonna
this,
go with the D man. We gonna go with Mr. Washington.
Yeah, your girl. Gosh, she said the same thing.
She said, Denzel, are you serious? Oh, he's an
Denzel.
amazing actor. But I also like Robert Townsend
Robert
because he's a
Townsend.
creative.
Yeah.
He's very creative. And I took an acting class from him before.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so
I used to watch Parenthood.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like him. He's good.
Robert, I think if I'm not mistaken, he started around the Living Color era.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But,
With the weigh-ins.
yeah,
Brothers,
yeah.
yeah.
And just to see how that started, that's why it's interesting getting you all stories because of how Living Color started to see where they at now.
Right.
It just gives like actors a lot of hope that if you know that they era and how they started to where they at now, it's a lot of hope in becoming an actress. I mean actor slash actress and
Right.
reaching them heights because it's possible. And I just think like today what we get is more influential in different aspects.
Right.
Like what Devontae doing with the Five Little Penguins, it's almost like he giving so many different narratives of life,
Yes.
and it pinpoints towards like where you at here or I was there,
Right.
and I think it's just ironic that he can get a group of people together with so much beautiful talent,
Yes.
like yourself and some of the others that I've interviewed from the cast. It's just brilliant. So we're gonna get back to the Five Little Penguins, right? So Chelsea, she works alongside. Who's the character that she works with the most on the show alongside with
She works with Mama.
Mama?
Yeah, Lashana. She plays Mama. But
Oh,
before we get into that, I want to say, like when we were talking about it, like Devontae is like our Keenan Ivory Wayans, or he's like our Tyler
mm,
Perry. He's like our, fearless leader that, gave us this opportunity. We're so grateful to him for that.
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. So, like, let me ask you this: how did the relationship with Devontae come about? Like, when did you first meet him, and
Mhm.
how did you develop a relationship with him to become a cast member on the show?
Right. So my nephew, Eugene, he's a comedian, but he plays Rico, I think.
Uh, what's his name?
Eugene Henry Jr.
Eugene Henry Jr. He worked
That's
with
my
Samuel
nephew.
L. Jackson, right? Or I can't remember, but I think he worked with one of those big actors.
Yeah, he's a comedian though, but he also an actor. Well, he's also an actor. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so I met uh, Devontae through him. He was saying that there was a role that Devontae was looking for actors and things like that. And then I also knew Lashana. We worked together on stage plays.
Oh, so you've worked with some of these people before with stage plays.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So that should have been a breeze just working with them on a bigger project.
Right. Yeah. So
Um,
that's how I met him. I was so happy to get the part. Yeah.
Also, I want to ask, what was the first time that the first time on the big screen?
Um, that probably would have been like when I was. Well, no, actually, I did. In high school, I did a Florida orange juice commercial.
A Florida oranges commercial?
Yes.
Just
So and it
describe
was
that.
they had a competition for high schools, right? And I don't know. It's been a while ago because I graduated a while ago. But it was some kind of competition or whatever. And our school we filmed the commercial. We did the commercial. And then the television crew came out. I think it was WBRC 6 or something came out and filmed the orange juice commercial. And it was a nationwide competition. And we won. So it's got to, be on television.
Oh, so did it actually air on TV
On
or
TV. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
And dang, that's crazy. You did commercial, you did stage plays.
Yeah. That
So
was my very first time being in front of the camera.
so with acting, I'm starting to understand like
Mhm.
everything of entertainment kind of falls under one umbrella, from stage plays to commercial to just any line a person just give you to say. Like, hey, just say this for this amount in
Right.
seconds, or
Yeah.
remember this. Like, it does that help when you get, because I think I always thought stage plays was different from movies
Right.
and just other acting roles. You know how people like Tyler Perry do the stage plays. I always thought that creativity was a form of art that expresses something that we could connect with live.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
stage plays was always live. Like it was never nothing that it's not. I mean, of course, Tyler Perry made it where you can go back and purchase and watch old plays that he made or whatever like
Right.
that. But they mostly was live. So I
Mm-hmm.
always thought that there was a difference in doing stage plays being live versus like actually shooting to prepare for a movie to be released or a series to be released on a
Right.
later date.
Well, it is a difference because in stage plays, even though they have mics and things like that and sound and all that, you project on stage. But then when you're in front of the camera, it's a different tone. So it's a huge difference in your acting range. And you have to be skilled for television and movies. And then you also have to be skilled for stage plays because it's a difference. So you have to be well rounded in your acting techniques. And so that's why it's always good to have an acting coach. So,
Did you
and I
take
have an acting coach.
did you take acting classes at all?
I did a lot of them. Yeah.
Did you feel like you need them, or
I
you felt
do,
like
and I still do. I don't think an actor would ever stop going to acting class. I think an actor will, throughout the whole process of their career, should have an acting coach somewhere, even if not constantly coaching, but just have one, on deck when you need it. I have an acting coach. He's in Atlanta. His name is Coach Wesley, and he's awesome. So
How
shout
long?
out to Coach Wesley.
Shout out to Coach Wesley. How long you been working with Coach Wesley?
I've been working with him, for years, just off and on for years. He is just phenomenal. He is actually from Birmingham, but he moved to Atlanta over 20 years ago or so. But
He been
well
coaching for a
known.
while.
Oh, yeah, phenomenal. Yeah. You can look him up on social media and hear him sing. He sings, dances, all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good to have an acting coach.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, like when you're acting and you get this script, right?
Hmm.
Is it anything that you look for when you get a script that you're not just comfortable with doing?
Um, no, but I haven't had a script that I wasn't comfortable with yet. That
Yeah.
I
Have you had a script that you didn't like that was more challenging for you to do because of maybe the dialogue of it?
well, a lot of times if someone just asks you to do something, they'll say, "Okay, play this character," and you read for that character. I think you can pretty much find something in that character that resonates with you. I
Mm.
haven't had one yet that didn't. Or if you get to audition, then you get to choose who you want to read for, the part that you want to, try to
Oh,
win. You get to choose. Yeah.
so they'll help you like okay, just say you got like a 2 page script, and you can
Uh-huh.
just pinpoint out of that 2 page what paragraph or lines you want to say to audition.
Well, the director is probably going to have something called sides, and they're going to pull from the script and tell you what to read. So it's like when you're an actor, you really don't have uh, many production or technical things to do. You just go in and you say the lines. Period. That's what an actor does.
So I always wanted to ask actors this like
Okay.
how challenging is it to be able to act out words?
Uh, it's challenging. It is. It takes a lot of practice.
Just like because okay, you get a piece of paper,
Uh huh.
right, and you reading this, but it's like, how do I act out this? How do I illustrate these words into a character?
Well, you're gonna say the same line, but you're gonna say it maybe 10 different ways or 5 different ways. You're gonna say, you may try to use a dialect like Jamaican, African, or Southern, Northern. You may try to mix it up like that. But you're gonna say that same line, but you're gonna say it many different ways and just kind of. Then you'll have a partner or somebody that you could say it to, and they'll say, "Nah, that's not good. Try it a different way." Or your acting coach.
Mm.
But yeah.
So have it been have you worked with anyone that it took you a while to learn the well not a while but like have you worked with someone that you had to work alongside with
Mhm.
and build a chemistry just for the particular role in the movie that didn't really align. Like you know how you have to work with someone and
Yeah.
you have to kind of spend time with them just to build a chemistry. Like, have you experienced that before on any project?
Yeah, well, I pretty much can get along with anybody, but yeah, I think actors we share a chemistry or a love for the art that we don't mind, working together. It's a lot of long hours in either film, television, or stage. You spend a lot of time with your cast members or the production crew. So,
So it's easy to build a
it's
relationship.
yeah, it's pretty easy to build it.
I don't. That's the only thing about it, right? Because like I want to. I told Devontae, hey man, give me a role, bro. I could be an extra, anything. You could just have me standing and watching something. I seen him. I was standing right there. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like it's just the time, the duration of it being on set, starting at 6 a.m. ending at 11 at midnight, and it's like that's
Yep,
a
you
lot of.
gotta love it, Trey, in order to do that. Yeah, I've been on 18, 20 hour sets all
Oh
day.
man,
That yeah, from
and
5 in the morning to like 5, 6 at night, or yeah.
your set was probably what the sixth or seventh one,
What you mean?
like
On
for your time to go on set. You know, people just like cause
oh, when you waiting for
yeah,
your
you wait for your turn. It might be like the 6, 7 hour, but
right,
you there for a duration of 10 hours or more.
yeah.
How that would be.
Because you got to be ready. So you got to, you can be going over your lines. You can be helping someone else with their lines. You get to go to lunch, rest, listen to some music, whatever. But you need to be right there on set, ready, because you just never know when they're going to say, okay, come on, it's your turn. You got to be ready,
So
prepared.
what are some of the things that you do to prepare for a role?
Uh, well, I definitely try to eat right, drink plenty of water, get some exercise, study my lines. Then I binge watch movies, television, something that's similar to the role I'm about to do
Mm.
so that I can kind of,
Pull from that. Just
pull
kinda,
from
yeah,
that.
I got you,
Yeah,
got you,
like a
got you.
person that's similar to that. Yeah,
Does it make it easier when you do that?
it does. It does. And then it's certain kind of music that you listen to
Yeah.
that kind of,
Man, it was a dude that I watched on the interview. He would listen to real calm music to help him mentally prepare for set.
you say he would? He would.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Woody, the dude that plays on Power as Kane.
Really?
Yeah, I watched the interview with him, and he said he listened to real
I love
calm,
him.
slow music to prepare mentally for when he go on set.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Does that preparation takes that mentally?
Music, it helps definitely. Yeah, get you ready, and then you want to isolate yourself. You don't want to do too much talking on the set, too much conversating with other people, because you really want to
Stay focused.
stay focused, get it in your head, get in that headspace, and you want to stay there until they call you. You may be on the set 6 hours, but it only take you 15 minutes to film your role. I mean, your part. But that 15 minutes is so important that you got to be ready.
And you really can't mess up.
Right, because the show must go on. If you can't do it, they'll find somebody else who can.
Have you worked with somebody on a project that you seen did not get a role because of small things?
Um,
And that could be just like the energy or just the confidence. Because, some people have everything that fits the character but cannot act like play the character.
well, I guess in this industry, it's the casting director or the director, or they know their stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll get to that point where they'll bring someone in that couldn't do the job. And I feel like if that, on a rare occasion, if that happens, they just talk to them. Either you're going to step it up and come through, or, we'll get someone else that can do it. That's rare. An actor is an actor, and you should be able to morph into any role, that the director sees that you're fit for. Yeah.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
what other projects that you have planned for outside of Five Little Penguins?
Well, I wrote a book.
Oh, so you also an author too.
I am. Yeah, take a look at that. Yeah.
So this is
All right.
Brick by Brick, a
Mhm.
huge guide to love, healing, and wholeness.
Yes.
And it's written by you.
By me. I'm a relationship coach.
Ah,
that's my
well, I might need to
product.
talk to you.
Self-made, but certified relationship coach. Yeah.
Gotcha. So tell us about that book, Brick by Brick.
So, brick by brick. Is that my camera? So, basically, it's just saying that you can't fall in love until you've had something to fall into, until you built something to fall into. A lot of people get into relationships expecting it to be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just like a house. If you got wood and, rocks and glass, everything on the ground and nothing is built, you can't live there. You got to
So
build it first.
okay, this is my type of conversation, right?
Okay.
As a relationship coach,
Uh-oh.
right? Do you find when you are with your clients that you're you getting advice to, you coaching, do you find the problem more so from the women or the male when it comes to the genders?
No, we can't side with one or the other.
Well, okay,
No,
it's like
but let me answer. So I don't see there being a problem. It's just decisions. If you decide to be together, then you're gonna have to work and build together.
okay, this is more so what I mean, right? Because you
Okay.
can have two, like you can have a male and a female, right? And they could want to be together and strive for that, but is that one person making it difficult, or they don't see like how to make it work, but they want to make it work.
Right.
That's what I mean when it comes to the gender with the
Hmm.
male and the female. Not necessarily that the man getting the woman a hard time because they want to be with each other,
Right.
but to be with each other, we have to be aligned on the same page. And what does that mostly come from, like men or women? When it comes to not saying that it could be either or,
Right.
because when you find in love, it's just difficult anyway. To build that anyway, it's
As you
difficult.
say, it's just difficult
Yeah,
anyway.
it's difficult. But
I
but
know,
but
right?
but just
Yeah.
but what I was saying was, like, as a life coach, I mean, relationship coach,
Uh-huh.
man, you had to have some problems come to your way. Uh,
Right.
how is that though?
Well, I find it being self care first. So basically, if you have a couple, right,
Hmm.
and they're having problems getting on the same page, like you say, they would probably end up having to just take some time apart, not physically if they live together, but just work on themselves. Like the woman, she can work on her, and he respects that, and he works on himself, and then they come together. Because sometimes me, me and my husband could have a problem or friction between us, but it's not anything that he did. It's something in my past that I did not, correct, or I did not process. And I brought that baggage over here.
Facts. I think a lot of people don't realize that when they get into relationships.
Hmm.
Me myself, I've just got into a relationship.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and that speed went fast because now I got a baby on the way.
Hey,
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
congratulations. Double congratulations to Trey.
Yes, but just like coming in with that baggage, right? Like,
Mhm.
there's a lot of things that I feel like we're traumatized that we're traumatized from, that we don't even realize when entering a relationship, and it kind of make it difficult to love someone properly without having that lingering over into it, because
Right.
it's like you don't see the effect, but there is an effect. That's why we can't get past a certain level. And I feel like everyone needs healing. Like, I'm a little stubborn when it comes to that, but I'm always up for it. Cause
Right.
I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I'm also the kind of guy, kind of person that stands on who I am.
Right.
Like, that's just me. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But um, entering a relationship has been challenging in ways, because
Okay.
like you say, people come in with, you don't really like, you don't understand that it's not you. But
Right.
that person may not want to accept the accountability that is them either.
Mhm.
So how do we heal together?
Well, before getting in a relationship, you should take some time to do the work on yourself. Just be by yourself in silence. You don't always have to talk so much. But if it's too late for that and you're already in a relationship and you want to do the work while you're in the relationship, you have to look for other things other than words, other than
Mm,
talking. You have to find another love language, whether it be sports, music, poetry, writing, dancing, um, playing golf. It's so many different things that you could find, and you find your love language and you do that. Like instead of talking to your woman, text her a song and say, I want you to listen to this. And she'll listen to that song and she'll be like, oh, that's what he's saying. And then y'all can laugh and talk about it later. But you have to have something that's going to connect you rather than saying, oh, we need to talk. That's scary. If my husband come to me and say, babe, we need to talk.
Yeah.
I'm going to get butterflies in my stomach because I'm be like, what I do?
I had that happen to me a couple times. It was just like the phrase, we need to talk.
That's hard.
I just want a conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
exactly.
then when that phrase came to me, I'm like, what you mean?
What you want to talk about?
Like,
and then we get defensive. Soon as you hear that, I want to talk to you, we get defensive. But if he sent me a song, didn't say he wanted to talk, but he sent me a song and I listened to the song. I'm like, oh, that's sweet, And then maybe we'll go for a walk in silence.
Yeah.
No talking. Sometimes, and I know people say, talk it out. But me being a relationship coach, I want to try a different approach because talking ain't going to always get it. Yeah. At first, you gotta build something to talk in. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's with me. I'm a big communicator. I'm healthy on communication, even though like I don't have the best communication. I feel like it keep us together. Right. Not because you can live with somebody, be with somebody, and still be inseparable to them.
Right.
But I feel like if you got a healthy communication, you will never be estranged from each other.
Right, and communicate in different ways. Not just always words. You can communicate in different ways. Like,
give me some other ways in communication.
Music.
That's your favorite, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I can tell. You went there twice.
That's our love language. Is music, movies. Yeah. So yeah, stuff like that. And you can communicate in different ways.
Okay. So brick by brick.
Okay.
What does brick by brick illustrates?
Well, it illustrates building a relationship, building something to fall into. You can't just fall in love or really have a relationship that's not built up. You're going to have to lay out some boundaries, some ground rules. You know what I'm saying? Just have a little thing, what we do, that's just between you and that person.
Gotcha.
Come up with some codes. Code 4, code 5. Things that are going to be fun between the two of you that you might think is silly. But
yeah, no. I did honestly like laugh at stuff like that. Like, what you mean? Why you just tell me? Like,
I know, right?
I just find that
funny.
Try,
you gotta make it fun.
Yeah, I might make it too fun. She might get aggravated, like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like too in a way that does help because it keep it intriguing. Like, it's kind of cute. You make that look cold. I just say that maybe I don't understand then, but then I kind of grow. It kind of grow on me.
Right.
Like, yeah, maybe I do need to do this. Because if I don't, then it might be something.
And it can become a protection mechanism. You could be at a party and you call a code. To code 4. That means head to the door. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it could be.
You're right about that.
It could definitely be something between the two of you that you share that nobody else knows about. So it makes it beautiful.
How can brick by brick inspire others that's preparing to enter a relationship?
Right.
Or already in a relationship?
Okay, well, because I've been divorced before, so I can share some of my experiences with a relationship where I did not know how to navigate it. And so I spent time with, a lot of prayer, a lot of tears, a lot of sad moments, getting over that hurt, what I thought was hurt. But I was like, I think it was just growing. And so now I learned to build, and that's what I had to do. I had to take time with myself and spend time with me and get to know me first before I could be a girlfriend or a wife to a man. I had to prepare myself and be that wife and be that girlfriend before he came.
Do you think there's a time limit on that?
What a
Or
time limit
just
on?
knowing, spending time with yourself, knowing who you are to prepare yourself to be a part of someone else's life.
Well, we're all creators, so there's no time limit, no time frame. You'll know when you're ready, because God made us all creators, so we create the experience that we want to live in. And so you'll know when you're ready, and you'll know when you meet that person because they're gonna match what you're ready for.
Gotcha,
You
gotcha,
know,
gotcha. So
yeah.
what are some of the gems that we can get from Brick by Brick
So in
for
brick
the
by brick,
readers?
yeah. So you're gonna get some reflections, and I talk about some things that I had to overcome in previous relationships. You're gonna learn how to cultivate self love. Like for an example, a woman may not even know what kind of egg she like, because if he likes scramble, she likes scramble. You know what I'm saying? If he likes sunny side up, she likes sunny side up. I like sunny side up. I eat them that way. I eat them that way.
Yeah, he like
You know,
boiled eggs, she like fried eggs.
but see, she won't say if he like boiled, she like boiled. But so you have to get to the point where you decide, spend some time with yourself, cook all the kind of eggs, taste them, see which one you like.
Speaking of eggs, when I cook eggs, I fry my girl eggs, right? So I use seasoned salt. She gets mad because I don't use salt and pepper. I'm like, I don't cook my eggs like that. You want to come cook your eggs? I cook your eggs with salt and pepper. I
So
cook
you
my
eat it
eggs with
different
seasoned salt.
ways.
You see what I'm saying? There's still eggs you're gonna eat it,
Right.
But in her defense, no, I can taste the season. I don't taste that.
Right.
They're eggs.
It's
Like,
different. And so here's a beautiful lesson in that, a difference. Compromise. They're gonna be, two different pans, two different ways you cook eggs. You have yours your way, you have mine my way, and we compromise. You see what I'm saying?
right.
Rather than one person hiding themselves and being like, I guess I'm just gonna eat them this way. And you know what I'm saying? Covering up who they are instead of expressing. You know what I'm saying? That man will never get to know that woman because she's always conforming to what he wants, or he's conforming to
Yeah.
what she wants. So brick by brick says we're gonna build and we're gonna respect each other's boundaries, and we're gonna build this together so we can coexist exist in the same home. With you doing
So
what you love and I'm doing what I love.
so basically, brick by brick is illustrating the layers of building together to come as one, to understand each other from each approach
Right.
as a human.
Mm-hmm.
With the genders being male and female, there's a masculine, there's a feminine.
Right.
But what gems does that connects to align with the man not being overly masculine and the women not being overly masculine? Because sometimes women are put in positions where they more masculine than men, and they don't understand the role of being feminine.
Right.
And same with male. Sometimes I overly do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when I should be more soft here, I'm still at a higher
Mm-hmm.
vibration, when I should come down a little and just, be soft for this moment.
Mm-hmm.
What gems can we get from Brick by Brick to help those that are battling with that, or going through those motions of just trying to understand their roles, to be masculine, when to be masculine and when to be feminine without overly doing it?
Right. Well, I would say a man should always be a man, and a woman should always be the softer side of him. And that's fun to live a soft life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Even if I know something and my husband says, he wants to tell me, he want to teach me, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to be so present, and I'm going to learn from him, and I'm going to let him teach me and show me and all that kind of stuff. Even if I could nail the hole in the wall, I'm going to be like, okay, baby, go ahead. You do it. You know what I'm saying? Not allow him to be the man, but I'm going to step back and be the softer side of him at all times. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to step into that masculine role. That's just not my thing. I have no desire to do that at all.
So how do you coach women that wants to play that role? Like, what advice do you give them that not necessarily want to play that role,
Mm-hmm.
but they're just so used to controlling things because they haven't dealt with a masculine man that's a man.
Right. Okay. So what would I say to the woman that wants to
Yes.
be in that role? Well, it's about, what she wants. You know what I'm saying? So she have to figure out what it is that you want. And then we have to relinquish control. That's what women, we tend to want to control the situation.
Too much. Too much. Too much.
Because we feel like it's going to fall apart. If we take our hands off the wheel, it's feel like we're going to crash. Right. So that's with trust. And that's spending, like I said, spending time with you, getting to know yourself and what you can let go of. That control. How much control can you let go of? Because that was me. Because I knew how to do stuff and I knew how to do it right. So I was like, I don't think he know how to do it right because I do.
Yeah.
Right?
Control, see?
So when you learn how to relinquish that control, you realize how much things get better. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. And so in Brick by Brick, basically it's just starting with self-love. Just loving yourself enough to say, I'm okay. I'm soft. I can relax. Everything is okay. And then when you meet somebody and they come in, you got to open up, You got to have boundaries, but you got to open up just enough to let a little light in.
Gotcha. So where can we find Brick by Brick? And is there an audio version? Because I tend to listen to more books than I read.
Audio,
So
what is it? It's an ebook. You can read it online. It's on Amazon. So I self-published on Amazon.
So you have an ebook,
soft cover, hardcover.
Gotcha.
And so the audio, I'm getting ready to do that soon. Within the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna go to Audible
so you
and
want
do
to
it.
read it?
I'm gonna read it. Yeah.
Okay. I listen to a lot of books. But it's crazy because when it came to like the relationships, when it comes to relationship books like that,
Mm-hmm.
only book I've read that's similar to Brick by Brick is The Way of the Superior Man.
Say that again.
The Way of the Superior Man.
Oh, okay.
Great book. But I'm going to get Brick by Brick. I'm going to read Brick by Brick. And those of you that need help in your relationship, need healing, coaching, however, you can go find Brick by Brick, and it's on Amazon.
Amazon, yes.
You can get the hard copy. Where can you find a hard copy at?
Same place.
Same place, Amazon.
Yeah.
You get the hard copy. You can get the ebook. Hey, Miss Lydia, she got you.
Yes.
But we appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you.
Great conversation. I love it. Can you tell those that the listeners out there, like, where they can find you at, on any platforms, where they can find you at, where they can reach out to you for coaching, advice, on any platform that you're on?
Okay, well, I'm on Facebook, Lydia Rooker. I'm on Instagram and TikTok.
TikTok. Everybody on TikTok.
But and I also have a business called Hug Life. It's a nonprofit organization, and the HUG stands for Health, Understanding, and Guidance.
That's dope.
And
like
so
that.
we counsel with children and families. And so we pretty much work with reentry programs. Like if a kid get kicked out of school, we try to go to the alternative school and offer arts and education. So we give them an alternative way to learn.
We need to bring you to Montgomery.
Yeah.
We need to bring you to Montgomery. We need to bring hugs to Montgomery.
Right. And so even people that's been in prison, that's coming out, getting it back into the workforce, we help them with job applications, school applications.
And that's a nonprofit?
All kind of benefits. It's a nonprofit, 501c3, Hug Life.
Okay. That's dope right there.
Hug Life, Hug Life.
Yeah. Well, we're going to wrap things up here. Like I said, I appreciate you for coming. It's been a dope interview.
Yes.
Learned a lot. Again, listeners, Brick by Brick, Amazon, please get it, man. Seemed like a great book. I can't wait to read it.
And Five Little Penguins. Don't forget to watch on Prime Video.
Facts. Five Little Penguins. This is the Good Folkz Podcast. I am your boy, Ballin' Boy Trey. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We out.